All right, real quick, I want to have a real conversation with you guys. Last week, I got a little heavy with some state of reselling talk, and all that stuff is true. But what I want to talk about today is that it doesn't matter. If you've never sold a thing on eBay or whatever platform that you're on, or you've sold thousands of things, I want you to know that you can build a multi-million-dollar reselling business online. This is no joke. It's going to take some time. How much time it takes is going to depend on how smart you are and how much hustle you have. It's going to also depend on how much money you have to put into it to start. If you're starting from I have $1, I still believe that you can turn that into $1 million business yearly. Is that something everybody wants to do that's doing reselling? No, it's something that 99.99% of people don't want to do. But you can do it, whether you think you can or not. Let me rephrase that. One of my favorite sayings is, the person who thinks they can and the person who thinks they can't are correct. So if you don't think you can do it, you're right, you can't do it. But if you think that you can do it, you can do it. All it takes is hard work, determination, some smarts, which is just from studying and learning whatever you're doing. So let's take reselling, for example. You need to learn your category. For me, it's mostly men's clothes, some women's clothes. But the more I know about men's clothing and women's clothing in general, and look, let's be honest, the reason it's mostly men's clothes is because that's easier and I know more about men's clothes. So if I expand my knowledge, then I also have women's clothes. There's other reasons I don't do many women's clothes, but we'll talk about that later. But I want you to live life with intentionality. You need to set goals. You need to strive for those goals. If you set a goal that you're not going to try to get to, then why are you even setting the goal? You're wasting your time. So set realistic goals and be intentional about pursuing those goals. Make sure those goals are what you want to do. But intentionality is what's going to get you there. No one ever set out on a journey and got there unintentionally. Not to a specific point. You can get somewhere unintentionally, but it's not going to be where you want to be. Does that make sense? You have to be intentional to get to where you want to go. If I want to go visit family in Georgia, where I'm from originally, I have to be intentional on getting there. I have to follow directions, right? I can't just start driving and hope to get there, even if I know where I'm going. I have to be intentional about which roads I take. That's what you have to do with your business. So I just want you to know you can build an online presence as big as you want it to be. What are you willing to give up to do it? Time, money? What are you willing to sacrifice? Anything? If not, just keep doing what you're doing, whether it be a different job or struggling at this one. I don't think you should put this first. If you have a family, but it may need to take precedence for a short season in order to get it flowing. But this is also part of intentionality. It's time management. It's being intentional with not just your business time, but with your family time. So yes, if you believe that you can do it, you can do it. If you want to do it and you will be intentional, you can get there. That's all I'm saying. It doesn't matter how hard things get. I actually think that the state of reselling is better in the long term for people who are serious about being resellers, because it's going to weed out the people who don't want to be there. That's what I didn't mention in the video last week. So if you're willing to start from nothing with smaller margins right now than before, you can still build $1 million business. So the ball's in your court. What are you going to do? You're going to mope around. I see, like, this gets under my skin worse than anything. I see people posting, well, eBay did this, I think I'm about to get out of reselling. Well, eBay, they're taking a little bit more money, but you have no overhead. You don't have to do the marketing. You don't have to store your stuff in a huge business unless you want to buy that. I run everything out of my garage right now. You could easily run 8,000 clothing items out of your garage. I mean, you could do that. After that, yeah, you need to upgrade. But when people say, oh, they're going up again on shipping, I don't think we can do it anymore. Good, you can't do it. Just quit, you're out. But you can say, you know what, where can I cut 2% of my spending to make up for the percentage that eBay went up and the small percentage of shipping? Some of that might have to be passed on to the buyer. I'm thinking of upping my shipping by about 40 cents. You can do that. Is it going to hurt? Maybe, but over time, everyone's going to have to do it. But let's have positive attitudes and get to where we want to be. Word? All right, so we're going to try this out. The Foundry. See if we can find anything worth it. Green tags are $1. Let's just check it out today. I skip this place all the time. The prices just make me angry. That's what I was saying. But maybe we'll find some good green tags. Maybe we'll find some good, if you find a really good item, like the Ariat stuff we've been finding, you can pay for that. Speaking of, sold the second pair of Ariat pants this morning for $50. So I paid $16 for both and sold them for a total of $100. So that is profit she'll take every day. Let's see. Alright, I will let you guys know if we find anything good. This is why I get mad here. A regular Brooks Brothers dress shirt, $14.99. $14 is a thrift store. It's a thrift store. That's crazy. Alright, I just put back a bunch. I did grab some. I'm trying 2 on for myself. They're $1. So I won't have to show you those. I'm going to get this vintage Nike Team Alabama polo. It's in really good condition. It's $1. Oh, this is the one I'm trying on for me. So what was that? This Jack Nicklaus Stay Dry Golf Polo, $1. Southern Tides Button Up Classic Fit Medium for $1. Venice Burnout, this is Lucky Brand. The Venice Burnout is a really good brand, or a really good sub-brand of the Lucky brand. Lightweight, this is $3.50, and I have it listed at $20, I believe. And then $4 for the regular one. I have it listed at $17.99. One of these just sold for $16.99. Have offers on, and the Henley should get more than that. So we'll make 10 plus on each of those. Oh, and then this Evil German. So it's weird, yeah. It's Rammstein. That's a band. It's $2.50. His shirts were selling pretty good. So I'm going to try these on, and then we'll hit something else up.